paying his driver for liability coverage. With this machine I'm blaming, his whole team live panic. Jack froze up and then died. Now you seen Titanic?
Bow to the neck. I mute this audio. Your youngest son, bow to the chest. Reduce his cardio, then bow to take your princess from you. Super Mario.
Basically, I'm coming at him. He's strapped in, I smash in. Both his hands with a hammer. I ain't gonna use his strapped in.
Av is the top 5 puncher of all time. That's no discussion, no debate. Battle Rap's Megalodon has been one of the most fierce competitors in the past 5 years. Alongside this is his consistency and the way he's able to deliver noteworthy material every battle. His rapid back-to-back punching, mixed in with the aggression and flow pattern, is deadly, and pushes him towards the forefront as one of the best bar-for-bar battlers in the world. Welcome to the Speaker on Language Show, and welcome back to the 3rd edition of the Rapper's Pentagon. Today we'll focus on the top 5 performances of Av's career. Small disclaimer, the phrase to highlight is 3-round performance. While I understand it only takes 1 round to captivate an audience, we want to accredit the performances that are good from beginning to end. Also, on this list, I prioritize performances that showcase dominance or a clear separation between the performer and their opponent. And like always, this list is my opinion, and you don't have to agree. Feel free to comment below some of your favorite Av performances that deserve to be in top 5 consideration. So without further ado, we're going to step into Av's Rapper Pentagon. At number 5, we have his performance against Mike P. URL's The Perfect Day to Die PG card, December 12, 2015, in Brooklyn, New York. If you haven't noticed the pattern thus far, I place a lot of value in the battlers coming out party. One may argue that Av first put the culture on notice against Nunna, but I beg to differ. In Av's performance against Mike P, he displayed how dangerous he could be. Av was dominant in all facets and was on a sizable stage. This battle created a distinct hierarchy in who was the top dog of the class. Av's back-to-back punching, mixed in with his presence and fluidity in his rapping, enabled his style to flourish that night. His opening round was the first round knockout, with a good 2nd and 3rd to clearly seal the battle.
I make you hate to take this shit outside, cause right before he catch that llama round, he on the ground. God, please save me from the jerk. Who you, the saga now? Why are they overhyping him? What the fuck is he talking about? But I'm a different type. I can scrap or let the semi dump. New Mac and this jet black. Shit look like Gwitty gums. Make yellow tape. What's up, nigga?
At number 4, we have his performance against Gluezy, URL's Band Legacy card, February 22nd, 2019 in Richmond, Virginia. Coming off a great performance against JC, Av would ignite his 2019 run with his Band Legacy debut in his home state. With the maximized energy, potent punches, and a hint of performance, Av was lights out in this battle. Av's first round against Gluezy was probably his best round of the year. The energy was through the roof and was one of the most exciting band battles of the series. And while his 2nd and his 3rd wasn't as great as his first, he still had moments and consistent material to gain a clear win over a Gluezy that had his best performance of that year.
Told Beasley, if he pull a strap, I'ma slap him thorough. Right upside his Applebee's. I ain't scared of that Cracker Barrel. You just like... Y'all might not a strap, but y'all ain't clapping off the biscuits. The snatching is ridiculous. Y'all ain't really thorough. Y'all city girls. Twerk the best thing that happened for you bitches. Get up.
At number 3, we have his performance against Danny Myers, URL's Any Given Sunday 2 card, March 27th, 2022, Atlanta, Georgia. After taking a general consensus loss to B-Dot, a lot of people forgot how dangerous Av could be, especially on a big stage. Going against a white-hot Danny Myers, Av delivered one of his best big stage performances up to date, and showcases all-around talent. While this was only a 2-1 victory, it was a clear win. Av still showed a bit of separation in angling, pacing, presence, and crowd control. With this win, Av quickly silenced the critics.
Look here, Whoever told this pussy I'm flexing, never wanted smoke with me, I'm guessing. Got him feeling like he wanna come testing, till he crossed Nate Dogg with that 50. Now he trying to give me 21 questions? Nah, brother. Links the whole route. My bro was pitching, no doubt. The coke he moving was like Gabrielle Union. Soon as she got weighed, the nigga sold out. This ain't about clout.
At number 2, we have his performance against Arsenal, URL's Gnome 9 card, June 8th, 2019 in Houston, Texas. Capitalizing off of the momentum he gained from his earlier 2019 battles, Av would take on a New Jersey legend on Gnome 9, the best gnome of all time. Arsenal was the biggest plate that Av received thus far, and he not only made a statement, but he also alarmed the other high-profile battlers to steer clear. Av delivered a crazy first round featuring the swag and surf bar that added to the Gnome 9 highlight reel. His second and third were the nails in a coffin and gave him one of the bodies of the night. This performance was also noteworthy because he was able to dismiss the myth that he couldn't perform on a major stage. If anything, this performance showed that he could be dangerous in any setting.
Funeral lame hoe. I had that whole purple gang sitting all in the Saints row. From shots hitting that.
Oh, I can load up with the shotty.
Move slow so it ain't sloppy. I get low until I'm close to let it go. Soon as I spot him, he like, hold on, bro, he got me. All on the ground screaming out for swag and surf like Big Polo on my body.
Before we get to number 1, let's take a look at some of the honorable mentions in Av's catalog.
You on this stage cause of me. Black was taking the votes. You ain't nobody smack you pay to see most. If this nigga can raise a penny at the door, he Patrick Swayze and Ghost. Now see before? I like that. Deserving the shells, others we just cherish. Big 3 with Bird and McHale. I seen the best parish. You don't scare us. Straps for the action we facing. Run up in his crib, ratchets is blazing. Bitch nigga got big tigger. That's when they found this rap with a bass. I'm not the What the fuck he saying? You acting like niggas ain't been in beef before. My man's died, my mom was on ride. Won't even sleeping, bro. And wifey caught me low in the scrap. Looking like, please don't go. 2 wrongs never make it right. And make it even, though, the fight. The shit we do to get convictions, but I'm moving with precision. I refuse to be a victim to a shooter who was tripping or playing Hall of Fame on a game against the computer. You know, losing to the system, but I don't... Listen.
And at number 1, we have none other than his performance against Chess, URL's Gnome 6 card, November 20th, 2016 in New York City. This is a no-brainer. This battle is the reason why Av was one of the more feared prospects to come into the game. In the first ever surprise Gnome battle, Av delivered one of the best rounds in Gnome history, a top 3 Gnome performance of all time, and the best Gnome debut ever. Av faced a Chess that was locked in with 3 loaded rounds with great energy, quotables, and performance to capture the audience. And while Chess did set the tone, Av reinforced the tone by packing a heavy punch every line. This was another instance where Av outlasted a very good performance with an even better performance, and captured a big win on a big stage. His first round was practically Hall of Fame worthy, and his third was extremely potent and garnered a lot of respect from Chess, who is usually not too enthused with his opponent's material. On top of all of this, Av had performance of the night on a card that featured Chess, Ill Will, Charlie Clips, Sue Surf, Tay Rock, Briz Rothstein, Rum Nitty, T-Top, and Arsenal. You cannot talk about Av's career without talking about this performance. This battle solidified his status as one of the best punchers early on and made him a bona fide star.
In between us, he gonna see more than my punches on these stages than me. I'm from the shoulders. If I hit him in his face, they ain't swingers. Nigga soft behind the counter. He like Ace at the cleaners. We ain't believers. He like nigga smack to find me killers. He gonna bring a chess game, knowing I'm Bobby Fischer. Nigga, try me on it. And if DNA want problems, tell Eric I'm with it. Fuck the gratitude. I'm sick of this little battle goof. Set the match and let her do. Smack, let me at him, dude. And watch Av N-U-E. So put a venue together or pick an avenue. Now back to you. We can mix a few bowls. I'm just gonna leave a cake batter. That gunplay ain't just chatter. That gunplay ain't just chatter. I will clap that fucker. Come out the cave with the tray. I feel like Batman Butler. But
Before you go, we have one last surprise segment called It's Kinda Like Wrestling. Here I will compare Av to a pro wrestler that he mirrors in terms of storyline, style, or career. Keep in mind that not every comparison is going to be 100% precise. It is from my point of view. And after a very hard examination of Av's career, I can comfortably compare Av to Batista. The first thing that automatically aligns these two is their fierce competitive nature. Batista's raw strength, athletic ability, and tenacity in the ring immediately caught the attention of the locker room and the audience. After repackaging his image, gimmick, and approach, he evolved into one of the more prominent stars in the Ruthless Aggression era. While they both get labeled one-dimensional by the casual fans, they put on iconic and historical moments that will stand the test of time. In the case of Batista, he won the Royal Rumble in 2005, won his first WrestleMania headliner, and beat John Cena, Triple H, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels over the course of his career. In Av's case, he has a top 3 small room battle of all time with Rum Nitty, the best known debut of all time against Chess, has 3 appearances in the top 20 of Champion of the Year, and was part of one of the best 2-on-2 battles of all time. Their contributions are cemented, and they will always be considered one of the best in their era.